Hi, I'm Chris Rush, business English coach and director of online English language lessons. And last week I released a video and an ebook about how you can take a big step forward in your English. And the response has been awesome. If you haven't seen the video or downloaded the ebook, the top 5 free online English resources, you should definitely watch the video and get the ebook, and then come back and watch this one. Last time I talked about having the right mindset to learn English, to know that it's really possible and to imagine what your life could be like when you're speaking with confidence. I also explained how to use the best tool there is for increasing your English vocabulary. Today, we're going to talk about the transformation, what it's like to reach that high level of fluency that you don't have right now. Before I do that, first I want to tell you more of my story. I've been a teacher for my whole life, whether it's guitar lessons or teaching children in a school. Seeing other people grow in their knowledge and expand their ability because of something that I was able to give them has been the most amazing feeling, and it never ever gets old. So it was really natural for me to become a business English teacher because what I teach helps people all over the world make their lives better. And I'm really thankful because I've had a lot of success without needing to advertise. My students are so happy with how their English is improving that they tell their friends and colleagues, or their colleagues will notice their improved English, and they recommend me as a teacher. But about a year ago, things started to shift. Things were shifting because I started to ask myself, do I want to be a business English teacher for the rest of my life? Is this really the one thing that I want to do forever? And then I had one conversation that shifted everything completely. So this was about a year ago. I was promoting my online lessons and someone reached out to me. He lived in Vietnam and his name translated to English as Joe. So Joe learned about me, and he contacted me to ask about how he could improve his English, specifically his business English. His job wasn't very good, and he wanted to move someplace where he would have more opportunities so that he could take care of his family. The problem was that his English was at a low level, and he didn't speak with confidence. He was afraid to speak, and with his income, he couldn't afford lessons. So after talking with Joe, I had an important realization. I had spent about 15 minutes talking to him, and I thought about how many other people were in situations exactly like his. I thought that if I wanted to spend 15 minutes on the phone with everyone in his situation, I would need more than one lifetime to do it. I would need 10 or 100 lifetimes. And that conversation was the shift in my thinking. I started asking myself how I could help the millions of people who are in situations like Joe. And I realized that teaching one-on-one lessons, where I can only reach one individual at a time, was not what I wanted to do. I needed to find a way that I could still teach people to speak with confidence, but do it on a scale that could help the people in the world like Joe. So I started to put something together, and I'll say more about that later. But today, we're going to talk about how to help you transform your English from where it is now to where you want to be, which is speaking with confidence. I mentioned earlier the reason I love to teach. It's the amazing feeling of seeing someone transformed in front of you, to give someone something so powerful that it can make their dreams come true. And this is true whether we're talking about teaching someone how to hold a fishing pole, or how to complete a math problem, or hold a guitar. But never is it more intense when teaching someone how to speak with confidence. For so many people, English fluency is like the key to a better life. How would your life be better? And the next question is, how can we make that happen? So today, I'm going to tell you about a really powerful tool that very few people are using to improve their English, and I call it the secret weapon. In the last video, I talked about building your vocabulary using a free tool called Anki, and if you haven't seen it yet, you should take a look at that video now, and also make sure you download the ebook, Top 5 Free Online English Resources, because right now I'm going to tell you about another one of the tools that can be found in that book. And that tool, the secret weapon, is a podcast. And so the first question is, what is a podcast? The answer is really simple. It's an audio file that you download from the internet of people talking about a specific subject. That's it. But why is it so powerful? It's really simple, and it's really powerful for language learning for two reasons. The first reason is that there are thousands of podcasts in every subject imaginable. So no matter what you enjoy, whether you enjoy cooking, travel, sports, you're gonna find lots and lots of podcasts. And you also can find really specific podcasts. So let's say you're interested in cooking with barbecue, not just cooking, but cooking with barbecue, not just travel, but travel to the islands of the South Pacific or a certain part of the US or anywhere in the world. And let's say you're interested in not just sports, but maybe the specific football team, Real Madrid. There are podcasts about each of those specific things. And why is this important for learning language? Because you are guaranteed to find something you're interested in. This is important because it guarantees that you won't get bored. You can listen to something that's interesting or exciting to you and will help improve your English at the same time. The second reason that this is so powerful, and this is my favorite, is that for almost everyone, you don't have to set aside any extra time to listen to them. It's like getting free study time. And why is that? Because you can listen to them on your way to and from work. So you've got that 30 minutes, that 1 hour, that hour and a half that you're in the car, on the train, on the bus. The great thing about podcasts is they're free and you put them right on your smartphone. And so that time that you were spending doing whatever, catching up on sleep or thinking about your day, you can use that as time that's already where you're not doing anything that you can now use to help with your English. This is what makes it the secret weapon. All you have to do to find your podcasts is open up an internet search and type in your subject, what you want to learn about, and podcast, and you're going to get thousands of results. Podcasts are such powerful tools, and so few people use them. You will be amazed at how quickly your listening comprehension improves just by listening to a podcast on the way to and from work. So far, we've talked about two of the tools from my ebook, and using them together, along with the advice that I've given in these last two videos, has the power to have amazing results for your English. And the best part is, we're still not finished. In a few days, I'm going to release a third video. And in this video, I'm going to tell you about how to find native speaking English language partners for you to practice with. And we're going to talk about you taking the next step and deciding that speaking with confidence is something that you want and what that's going to mean for your life. I'll see you again soon.